Hey, I'm jumping on today because I'm seeing many posts. First of all, I want to say I'm glad we're posting things about uh, uh, those in Nigeria, those in the Sudan, and other regions that's being murdered. Okay, we'll talk about the secondary part of that. When I'm making just a quick response to is many people have left many DMs, direct messages, and asked me what I think about it. This is what I think. I think that for far too long, many Africans in different regions of Africa on the continent have been murdered for minerals, for oil, for whatever reason. That's what it's for. Okay, they're turning people against each other, and in all facets. Okay, now let me get to this other part. In in the uh, in the epistles, okay, and we'll say that. Okay, you find it for yourself. I'm not here to give you a Bible study or a Bible direction. Okay, uh, in I believe in First John, he said, if you say you love God, but you hate your brother, then the love of God is not even in you. You don't love God. It's a lie. Politicians do that. Presidents do that. Kings do that. They're doing all this stuff and say they love God, but they're killing off other people that are doing nothing to them except existing. So I want to say this. It's not the fact that Christian Nigerians are being killed. They're Nigerians, okay? Their faith is Christianity. Or I call it churchianity now. But that's their that's what their foundation is. But they're people first. They're not Christian first. They was born a Nigerian, right? Not a Christian. They was born you became a Christian, okay? So to me, this is what it's saying, guys. Now we notice all the millions of people being murdered by quote unquote Hamas or Islam, whatever name they want to put on it, okay? Which I believe it's government driven. Wherever government that's allowing this atrocity to happen, the governments are allowing this to happen, and we don't know what group is doing it because they all lying. Everybody lies, and you guys, for some reason, believe everything that comes out of a politician's mouth. I don't. If somebody's Republican and they're saying, oh, this is happening, y'all, oh, we just believe it because we're Republican. I don't identify as a Republican. I don't identify as a Democrat. I identify as a human person that cares about human people, like the Messiah. The Messiah looked upon the people, it says, and he had compassion. The problem is we don't have compassion any longer. We look at people and say, well, they wasn't Christian. Oh, those are just Muslims, well, because they're evil. Oh, they were just Buddhists. So, we don't think about those are people. Now, some missionaries believe that, but the whole old church agrees with murder. They do for the sake of the gospel. And that's what the Catholic Church did. 60, 80 million people to convert them. When we okay with that, that's why we're okay with genocide in Nigeria. That's why we're okay with genocide in Sudan. That's why we're okay with genocide in the Congo. That's why we're okay with genocide in Asia, wherever it's at. The Palestinian people in Gaza, we're okay with it because it fits our narrative religiously. Let me say this. Religion is a detriment to faith. Yeah, I said it. And if you want to have a theological debate, let's do so. Okay. Although I would rather not, because we do too much of this fighting amongst each other to where nobody actually ever hears who God really is. Okay. Enough of my ranting. When we say we care about these Christian Nigerians, we're saying is we don't care about them dying unless they're Christian. There we go. See, that's the question we need to ask ourselves. Would we care if it didn't say Christian churches? Because if it said Muslim churches in Nigeria was being burnt and killed, we would say nothing. We would go, they don't believe in Jesus. So, that's how most of us think. This is crazy. I've come to this idea, not even idea, what I've seen. The people I've talked to, people are okay with that. I am not okay with that. I'm not okay with anybody being murdered for no reason at all. I mean, for no reason, okay? But because of my faith, okay? We wasn't born a Christian. We wasn't born Muslims. We wasn't born Buddhists. We wasn't born Hindus. We were born as humans, as people. Okay, before there was any denomination, before there was anything like that, we were just born as people. Okay, That's why it says in the scriptures, we were the people of the way before the translations got all mixed up. We're the people of the way. What's the way? Okay. So we can go into all that. But what I want to say today should have been 2 minutes, but it's 5 minutes. We have to start caring about who people are. And when you do that, then you will understand what the gospel is all about. And until then, you won't ever. You'll just keep going to church, being comfortable. You'll keep singing your worship songs. You'll keep doing that and feel like you're the best person on the world because you have the Messiah and everybody else don't. I don't think like that. I think like this, that God created every human being, every person, and to him, he loves every single person, no matter the creed, the color, the culture, their faith, it doesn't matter. God himself, the creator, loves his creation. And who are we to decide who dies and who lives? All I got to say today. God bless you guys on a Sunday. Be blessed and make sure you think about with the rhetoric you hear first from the media and start taking a real good approach about how you really feel about people and how do God feel about people, period. If you want to debate me, let's do it. Let's set it up. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. I'm Alan the Bishop. I'm on my journey, and I'll see you when I see you.